What's up YouTube? Tench Arizonia, the angry Dracolope of the Dracolope crew here, and I have a first impressions video for you today. But this particular first impressions video will require the aid of these digital scales. And that's something that is a first on my channel. I usually do not weigh things. However, this particular item I feel needs weighing, as I have a feeling it will be very handy for those who like a lightweight EDC. So without further ado, let's get on with it, shall we? The item I'm doing a first impressions of today is this, the EOS Cases MiniShark Titanium Prybar, and in particular the heat anodized version. So let's get it unpacked and begin this first impressions video. And right off the bat, I can tell you it is extremely light, as it should be, being titanium. It has an integrated pocket clip right here. I'm pretty sure the small notch at the bottom towards the back here is a bottle opener, and of course a hex bit adapter for the various screwdriver bits out there, and most obviously of all, the Prybar itself. Now the total length of this Prybar is 3 inches long. As for weight, I don't know, which is why I have the scales. Now excuse me a minute while I put the scales on and make sure they are actually set correctly, which they are. They're currently reading 0 grams. So let's see how much this lovely little Prybar weighs, shall we? It weighs 16.2 grams, which is fairly light actually. And to put it in comparison, let's see if I've got a knife that's of a similar length here, or something of a similar length. Yeah, this should do. This, the CRK Tiki Dashi, is a little bit bigger, but let's see how this compares. 31.6 grams, so almost double what the Prybar weighs, at 16.2 grams. So an extremely light tool here, and that should be expected as it is made of titanium, and hopefully you can see the heat anodized finish with slight rainbow coloration on some parts, notably at the Prybar end and near the split ring or lanyard loop, which I think is kind of redundant having this loop when you also have the integrated pocket clip here. Still a very nice designed tool, comfortable to hold surprisingly, even if you get up into the bottle opener area. Yeah, pretty nice tool on first impressions. Now there's 2 reasons I'm doing a first impressions of this tiny little tool. One of which is it's geared towards people who like an ultralight EDC, and the second of which is I can actually take this with me on my trip. So expect a full review then, and for now let's see if I can actually get the anodization showing on camera. I think it shows there, I'm not too sure though. Anyway, 16.2 grams, 3 inches long, and as I said, I'm pretty sure this notch near my thumb is actually a bottle opener. You have a driver adapter here for most common screwdriver bits that use the hex mount, which is quite a lot of them to be honest, and an integrated pocket clip. The back of the Prybar is completely flat, so if you wanted, and I have done this, you can mount it on something like a Travax wallet under the strap. And I've done that on this, and it actually does sit quite well. And I'll just put it in position, and that's how I mount it on my wallet. Now, the wallet with everything attached to it, and the mini Prybar as well. Whoops, sorry, I turned my scale off. So I've got to wait for it to load up again. There we go, it's loaded up. And we will place everything on the scale. So with the Prybar, the wallet with everything in it and all my keychain bits on it, is 122.8 grams. So that is still not very heavy. And the reason it's 122 grams is because the wallet itself is quite chunky, but these parts here are rather light. And in fact, the UFO goes hand in hand with the EOS Prybar, as it too is titanium. Now, I'm not going to take this apart and weigh the individual components on this video, though I will weigh the individual components, or just the keychain section as a whole, in another video in the future. So, just the EOS alone, what are my first impressions of it? Well, I think it is a nice little tool. It is aesthetically pleasing, and I think it will actually be quite useful as well. Again, I'm hoping you can see the anodization. So yeah, I do think this is going to be a useful tool. I'll let you know more when I've got some use on it. But just on the design alone, I really do like it. Anyway, expect a review of this in about a week, maybe 2 weeks from today. So, again, this is the EOS Cases MiniShark Titanium Prybar. And I got this from edcgear.co.uk. You'll find the link in the description below to this specific product on that website. Anyway, that's all for now. If you like it, please subscribe, comment and share. And remember, be good to each other.